walloping web snappers. Will you look at the size of it now?
Hello, I'm Kim and I'm here at Arts Education Exchange.
My name's Holly.
What I was really trying to do with Arts Education Exchange was to create an alternative space, a different way of learning for young people, and hopefully start to question those structures that essentially do not work for young people. So we're now setting out plans to set up an alternative school, a specialist independent school here in Margate. And we're really excited to really start to think about how creative learning can actually be applied across a really broad curriculum. So learning English and your maths and your science, but through a creative learning approach. I would love young people to know that you are welcome here. Whether you want to come in and just have a cup of tea, meet us, have a look around the space, look at our facilities, see the recording studio. No matter your ability, whether you already have your own creative practice or you just want to try things out, we're here, we want to meet you and we want to collaborate.
For me, I get a lot more out of that. I feel like I learn a lot more and I sort of remember a lot more of it like this. And because it's something I'm actually passionate about, I'm more likely to continue it and keep working on it. So yeah, I just get a lot more sort of enjoyment out of that and the atmosphere here and the way it is. It's also like by coming here you find out about other stuff, you can sort of keep in the loop and figure out what's going on. So I think like coming here, it sort of opens you up to a lot of other things as well.
Yeah, so going to the Arts Education Exchange thing has definitely given her more confidence, showing her skills off with the loom stuff, getting the work experience that she sort of didn't get at school. I think that's made a big difference. And just talking to people, getting out there, she, it brings her out of her shell sort of thing.
I came here and I actually created my first song quite a few months ago, and ever since then I've just been progressing in music and making more music. Tried different types of rapping, I've tried different types of like rap singing, if you know what I mean. I feel like before I came here I didn't know how to write a single bar to chorus to verse at all, and now really I suppose it just comes to me naturally. Been here for a couple months, quite a few months. I've just really enjoyed it.
Yeah, I mean Thanet obviously is well, especially now, it's a place where there's a lot of diversity, there's a lot of creativity, and I think, but there's also probably a sort of portion of the demographic here in Thanet which maybe don't get access to places like this where there's, like nice recording equipment for them to use. And I think it's great to be able to provide an opportunity for young people who maybe don't have these opportunities in their normal life to come and create art, create music, create whatever they want really.
Well, I started here probably about half a year ago, or a year ago now. Well, coming up for a year. I was pretty naughty. I didn't really know. I messed around in school a lot. And every time I come down here, it just feels like I'm away from the world for 2 hours. These 2 hours is and then I start getting creative, and then I like listening to my own music because I know no one else has got what I'm doing down here. And it just helps me separate my mind from what's upstairs and all the roads and stuff to being in here 2 hours straight on the computer. And then it just makes me feel good in myself really, because I know I've achieved something and I can go home and listen to it, and it's a nice thing what they do here, to be fair. And I think a lot more kids should get involved with it.
I feel that it's really important that organisations like Arts Education Exchange exist, because it doesn't always work out that our younger generation are really being empowered enough and listened to enough in today's society, especially when it comes to the educational structures that exist. They don't feel like they are really applicable and relevant to the varied needs of young people in general. There definitely needs to be an alternative. There needs to be a refuge that accommodates different learning styles, different personalities and different needs.
It's really important that these young people get to experience art from the countries that they're from. And we're just sort of learning and chatting and making together.
Becoming a trustee for Arts Education Exchange was really important for me because I got to know Ollie and seen the project just emerge from a seed, and I was really impressed by the fact that Ollie and the team were building the programme and building the initiatives around the needs of young people, as opposed to expecting young people to fit in with a kind of set agenda, and I wanted to be part of it and to support that.
It separates us, it separates me from being who I once was, or what I am out there, to happiness down here.
You help me.